Hello my beautiful people, you are welcome to my YouTube channel again. It's your girl Simple Gladys, and here I'm here to bring you some amazing important information. So if you're here for the very first time, please don't forget to hit on the notification bell and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're new, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't miss out on this amazing content. So the reason why I am here today, I had some very shocking news. Guys, I had some very shocking news, and I said let me come, and because some people are falling into serious problems because they are misled by media and content creators here in Africa. So this is it. I don't intend to offend anyone, but I just want to bring and clear out some issues. So basing on the content that we make, I think one of the content has misled someone. So let me bring up the story so clearly. So a content creator made a video saying how describing how they use $1 budget in a day. Now $1 in Ugandan shillings is 3,500. Yeah, of course $1 can run someone's life in a day, but cannot run everyone's life in a day in Africa, specifically in Uganda. So basing on the content people come and make on the different YouTube channels, telling you how they use $1 a day. They're just telling you the possibility of using $1 a day. Actually, sometimes they don't even spend a dime in Africa. You don't even spend a cent in a day. Why? Because of the reason I'm going to explain to you guys, so you get it so clearly, so you guys don't misquote someone. Because I heard about a white I don't want to bring it up, someone who traveled from the, I don't know if the person was from the I don't know the exact state from the US, but basically he watched a video on YouTube, and the content creator in Africa was explaining how you can use $1 a day in Africa. So how rent is cheap, how you can rent a $5 house a month, $10 maximum a month. And this guy saw the video and it's like, oh, I think he was going through a lot, and he was going through a lot of hard times wherever he is. So he saw it and it's like, let me just go and stay in Africa. Yeah, he tried to save some money. I think I heard the story. I was told this story by another content creator. So this guy carried all his family so they can shift to Africa, since the life here is so cheap. Guys, don't make that mistake. Don't make that mistake to come, because that only applies to us the locals of the place. If you're a foreigner, life is not going to be the same. Because why? You don't have the connection, you don't have land. Because basically during this wet season, rainy season, you cannot spend a dime. Why? Because you have everything in the garden, and you have harvested crops already. Like, for example, I'm going to cook today. I can decide not to cook anything. I can decide not to spend a dime. Why? I'm going to get my fresh vegetables from the garden. I'm going to paste it with my OD. I'm going to make it locally with my hand. I have the OD, everything is here. Like, I will not spend anything buying anything from anywhere. I have we farmed maize, so we have already the flour, and it is not now hard making food. You cannot spend even a dime in a day, because we are origins of this place. So that guy who came here to Africa, he came here with this $1,000. I think he had saved some money. He came here with this $1,000, and he was expecting. He paid for all the flights. Can you imagine? Someone pays, flights are expensive. Someone pays for all the flights, and now he remains with some amount of money, like $1,000 something, $2,000. Now he says they want to relocate to Africa because life is very cheap. So he says since rent is just $5, he can now pay. He calculated he can pay his rent for a year and all that. Then food is not even expensive, so he can stay. But what are you saying? Because if you're coming to Africa, be assured of these things. If you're a foreigner, you have to either rent. If you're going to rent, there are houses of all prices, but those houses The price depends on the quality of the house, the type of the house. So, and the rooms which are in the house. So, like for example, if you're carrying your family, you're going to get a one room, just a normal regular room here, you can get a room of 30 to 50,000. Now 50,000 is a single room, or even 30,000. Let me say that is at like 30,000. That's like $10 per month. Let me say like $10 per month. You can get a room, but that room will not be a very good, comfortable room for you. Though if you're coming to survive, you can survive on that. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Because some people will make that mistake. They're going to say, life. Because I saw that, I didn't expect that people would take this so seriously, for them to relocate and think that it's so cheap to stay in Africa. It's not so cheap to stay in Africa. It is very expensive. It's very expensive. It's cheap for us, the locals. Now, if you want the life to be as cheap, because you are living a very different kind of life, so coming and adjusting to our kind of life is not going to be easy for you. It's not going to be easy for you in any way. So I don't expect anyone to travel and leave their country to come here to stay here because it is cheaper and come with that. Because that guy had to collect with the embassy to take him back. Because in a period of in a period of 2 months, this guy he had no money left with him. Not even 4 months. It didn't even reach actually 1 month. He had no money left because transport, everything is just expensive. It's not as he has been seeing this on TV, on YouTube, how he can run his life for the whole year using $1,000. Yeah, don't make that mistake. And my subscribers, don't make that mistake. Don't make that mistake that you're going to come to Africa and you're going to use $1,000 to run your entire life. It's expensive here. Only us that understand, we know how to deal with it. They say that we have a saying here in our language, because like an old broom knows all the corners, we understand how our things are done. We know how our things are done. So you cannot come from somewhere and you just say, it's going to be so hard for you. And this thing is seasonal. You cannot. It's not that is every day. That's just one day. I can't. Are we going over in? So that is it. Don't be misled, and don't you come here. So this is it. Don't advise anyone to come here when you can't afford. Lingo. So let me tell you, general is very status. It's very hard, very expensive to stay in a foreign country because you know no one there. Like here, even if you don't have money to buy anything, you can go and borrow. In Africa, you can go and borrow salt from your neighbor. You can go and borrow charcoal to cook from you. You can go and borrow food to cook from your neighbor, and they give you. Melo. Oh yeah. You can borrow it from your neighbor, and you still cook and eat. That's why you cannot even spend a dime in a day. You can go and borrow food from your friend's farm, and you eat. It's not that it's a must that life is just going to flow. So when I heard that story, it was so painful on my side. I said, let me make a video and alert people that you should be very careful. Africa is not that cheap. Africa is not that cheap. Africa is expensive, especially if you are a foreigner. You ask, because some of you sometimes when you see, you be like, these people, it is very cheap to stay there, and someone will think by sending someone maybe sending someone $5, they will change their entire life. Woo! Africa is expensive. It's expensive, but you don't understand the angle of expensiveness. It's expensive. So guys, that is it. Don't you be misled. I'm going to make another video telling you on the approximate prices of things here. They varies from place to place. If the place is next to a town or city, it's more expensive. If you want cheap life, you go deep in the village where you don't see any house, you don't see any cars. You just stay with the cows, the animals, your farm. That's a cheap life you're talking about. That's a cheap life, a life of a farmer. But if you're not going to live that life, don't expect to not spend lots of money, because you're going to be buying your food, you're going to be renting. You're going to be renting on it. You're going to be renting. You're going to be taking care of your bills, hospital bills, power bills, electricity, etc. So that is it, just it. So thank you for listening to me. Please, if you know this is helpful to you in any way, go on. Sorry guys, this kid is disturbing. This young nephew of mine is so stubborn. Okay. Alright. Yeah, good. Okay. So that is it guys. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. And if there's anything that you want to inquire. Last time someone was inquiring how much is rent. Yeah, good. But blessing. Was inquiring how much is rent, and I'm like, I'm going to explain that so you guys understand on how, if you want to come to Africa, rent, hotel rooms, how do I do it. So thank you for watching my video. I love you. Bye. Subscribe if you're a new viewer.